All right, so every tag,
It's all good.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to have you, Angel. Sorry about that. So every tag is a filter for action, strategy, and relationship building. Never add a tag if you don't know what you are going to do with it. Tags are used to segment people based on how often you'll communicate and what you'll want to communicate with them. So some common database tags: SOI, VIP. So SOI is sphere of influence. VIP, any past clients. For all of you guys who are using Terry for your transaction coordination, I believe, and Steph, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe whenever Terry puts everything in your command for compliance, I believe she is tagging them as a past client then as well. Yep. Okay, awesome. So referrals, leads, so anybody who's actually, kind of starting to get on the ball. An agent, so yeah, I mean, fellow agents, you can certainly put in your database. Vendors, if that ends up being a lender, a contractor, insurance agent, whoever. So do not call, obviously we know, very important. And then 9, any kind of missing information. I would always recommend that for all of these contacts, you try and put in as much information as possible, obviously. I mean, certainly put in every single time you make a call or you shoot those texts out, and you can do a lot of these texts and stuff from command. Certainly emails and everything as well, but whenever you have a conversation with somebody, just go in, make notes for it so that you can refer back to it. I think it's something that we touched on here on Monday. But I would also recommend that you guys put in, if you can get like birthdays, any kind of interests, hobbies, different things like that. It's nice for whenever you're reaching out, you're trying to kind of love on your database a little bit. Maybe it's something with, maybe you put a tag that says golf lover. If you're going to be trying to invite a bunch of people out to, the hell's that golf simulator thing? You know what I'm talking about?
No, Top
Golf. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know. I don't play golf. It's a boring sport. But I'm just saying.
I know.
But my point stands. So any kind of interest, anything like that, just make sure that you have as much information as possible that you can sort through. So other tags are more specific to you, your history, and your business. They have to be actionable. What will you do with it? What purpose will it serve every time that you put in some of those tags? Again, certain tags, if you're paying for any kind of like a Zillow or Realtor.com, different things like that, sometimes they'll have tags on your CRM that you'll have with them. I think there are some that are do not call. But if you give that then to Scott Leroy, if you export it and you give that to Scott Leroy, as long as those tags are still showing up, Scott Leroy will go in and make those tags. Everybody remember what we were talking about with Scott Leroy Marketing, being able to just upload all of those leads and contacts?
Right. Come on, me.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we
Sorry,
got
I'm reminding you a little
now.
bit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I was told that we are on.
I took care of it.
You did take care of it?
Yeah, do you want to check and make sure?
I think, yeah, let me log in on mine and see. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Good to know. Sorry about that, guys.
It's like, no, there's no way.
So to add a tag, are you guys able to go in, everybody who has command up, and you can do it on your phone as well, are you guys able to go in and make a do not call tag in your database? That's probably going to be one of the most important tags, if not the most important tag in your database. If anybody has trouble with it, please let me know.
I never did a tag from
And you said when we have past clients, they tag them. I don't have any tags on none of my clients that I have.
Do you have a transaction coordinator that you use?
Mm-hmm.
Terry?
Mm-hmm. There's no tags on it.
Oh, really?
None of my clients.
Interesting.
On the closed ones?
Maybe I'm just wrong. There's none. like sure.
Well, I feel like maybe it automatically does it then.
I don't know, it's nothing there.
It might,
Is it-
it might automatically do
Unless
it
I'm
for
missing
some
it,
of
but
them.
when I look, I don't see any tags.
If it shows like a closed out file or something that went to Sally.
Yeah, they're under closed, that's why. So she doesn't tag them, I'm wrong, they automatically
They
go into the
automatically are
closed and
tagged.
you can find them under
Gotcha.
all transactions.
Okay.
So I don't see a pass tag, so would I be creating a pass tag to add to her
Like
file?
a past client?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go into just one of your,
Cause I have this here, like I've never
Those
created a
clients.
tag. I've seen them, and give me the drop down. So this is one of my closed. So would I just click here and say pass?
yeah, so just, if you just do past client,
I'll create new tag.
and then it'll,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so then you just, decide which color. And then that'll add it to like your database
Okay.
of tags. Anybody else having trouble?
What I'm using mine for lately is to track the traffic that I'm getting from my webinar. So when I input it, I put, and I make purple, so it stands out, I know that that's a lead that I can have from my web. So I can track and see. I'll get that web tag from paying enough.
I wasn't going to load up.
If it's.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So it's just a simple.
I just wasn't going to load up.
That you can just search on.
Because I've added them before.
by category, right? So you can go, no option, click the search, webinars, and it'll bring up. That's what they're for. So you can organize your
Jalen,
database,
JD guys.
to work on this.
Where I have to
So,
scroll.
like, right.
Okay.
I have a big issue
Got
with mine now. I don't, I mean, my store doesn't work on my phone. And
So I know
every
when that
time I
person
search,
came
I
from.
just keep searching. It gives me something went wrong, try again.
Wait, do you have the application?
You know. Well, I do.
Anything that we can help out with today, since you just have your phone, I'll talk to Brandon about setting something up.
Okay,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
Because I didn't call him, but I, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll bother him. I'll blast his phone. Don't worry. You got it?
Settings.
Yes.
Okay, just,
got the tag?
Brandon, go back, just go
Get your command open, mister. Come on.
on settings.
Your teacher taught you better than that.
Typically on Education
Yeah.
Tuesdays, Brandon is here from 9 to like 11 for Tuesday. So if you ever come on a Tuesday early enough, he's
Yeah.
here from like 9 to 11, like helping with
Supposed to
technical
be
stuff.
here today from 1 to 2. I think he has, that's what Lee
Yeah.
said in her morning message, that he
Is it
has tech
training?
hours today.
Oh, tech hours
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, so I know he's in Carlisle with some clients here until like, so just, yeah, I guess while I have you guys, what are some other tags that you guys think could be potentially, just useful for, even if it's just for your specific database?
Investor.
Okay.
For like people out of town, I tag the city that they're in.
If they're out of state from, it's like, yeah, like.
If I get my lead from something that I've done to generate it, like my webinar,
Right.
I list that in there too, so I can track and make sure that I'm getting my money's worth up.
So you're tagging by source?
I'm tagging my sources, but yeah. That helps with brain on the accounting.
So, we just need
I will
to get,
call, I'd like to get just a few more, I will call and be,
does it
In mine, I have like people that I know are business owners, like tagged, just because I want to know when you're ready to do something, like move business-wise, plus if I can use you to, like, if we cannot partner up on
Yeah.
something in the future.
okay, that's great. What do we call that?
Once you have.
Potential business partner up?
No, that's why I just have it listed as business owners, people that I know that are, like, they have
Yeah.
When he said out of town, I thought it was just straight random, like, this is- okay.
I mean, you can. Like,
Potential
cities, I think that's brilliant.
business
Line us
partner.
up and track what we
to
should
the
do.
one? Yeah. I could, so it should.
If I get him an open house, I'll tag you.
But if you
House.
it should, you just have to get your.
Jalen, what do you got?
info Set up on there so you can install the app.
Actually,
So you just follow the prompts.
Tag your neighbors? Okay, so like your immediate, oh, that's good.
Speaking of neighbors, I left here yesterday because I forgot my laptop, right, so I couldn't work. I went home to get my laptop and I saw my neighbor. We were like chatting the night before. So when I saw her today, I was like, hey, I'm having a Mother's Day giveaway and I wanted to give her a card for it. And she's like, oh, you're a realtor? I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, I told you that before. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. But she finished like the first time home buyer program, so I was like, listen, give me a call. Let's get you started.
Yeah.
See?
And plus,
That-
if she doesn't call me, I'm gonna knock on her door tomorrow.
Right. See?
Just to remind
Everything
you.
happens for a
Again.
reason.
Right.
You were meant to get that. I remember yesterday.
Right, yeah.
What
So-
about almost like a warning, like nightmare? You know what I mean? If they're difficult.
Nightmare.
Just-
Yeah.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah. No.
There's
I
some,
like it, and between you and me, oh yeah. I'm just trying to think of how we can label this for the camera.
Caution.
Oh.
Uh,
You just go, yep, you can go into each individual one.
And then the color for that one would be
Yep.
red, because you can choose colors
I try to
too.
do
Yeah.
Coming up.
Let's just say that
So I don't-
whatever you end up tagging that, I probably agree. We'll make that a red tag.
okay, I like that.
All right, one more. Anybody else have a tag that they want to throw out that they think would be helpful for their database?
I always tag people from different social media apps if they are like from that. So that way
Okay.
I have an idea of like where my leads are coming from.
So kind of like what Steph with source, so her lead source, and then so we'll do, yeah, so like a social media source.
So, and then anyone I know who's like a mom around my age, I tag mom friend and invite them to like family oriented events and giveaways.
Moms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, what's that? Well, you got one, Tatiana? Oh, okay. I heard you over there. Wasn't sure if you had something to contribute. Alrighty.
Don't pick on my friend.
Oh, she's getting picked on. I hear her over there.
Those teachers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Was like, is there a problem with this?
No. Yes, I hate my.
Well, you got
We're gonna jump in.
so
What?
you got created by one.
Well, that's obviously. Yeah, you got me there.
I like what Steph said. Steph said she does like, if she meets people at open houses too. Like, that's a good like source tag.
Yeah,
Open houses,
yeah. So and like wherever the lead's coming from, just any kind of lead source. Yeah, if it's an open house, if it's again, if it's Zillow, if it's webinar, something like that. Yeah, for sure.
Tag one for harassment, for me just walking down the street running down on people. Hey, you want to buy a house?
Yeah, somebody I
Just call it runner.
Yeah. So, touches. Touches are any interaction or communication a real estate agent has with a potential or existing client. Somebody want to read the next portion for me of what an example of a touch is?
Examples of touches are sending emails, making TCPA compliant phone calls,
TCPA compliant phone calls.
sending direct mail, engaging on social media, or meeting in person.
Awesome. The aim of touches is to build relationships and keep mind share with your database. Touches should be needed and relevant. So whenever we're reaching out to somebody, are we reaching out just to be like, hey, just thinking of you?
Touch.
I mean, yeah, why not? Right? But that being said, especially if it's like a sphere of influence or something like that, somebody that you're close with, would a better touch be with some kind of item of value, some kind of information?
Yeah.
What's a piece of information that would be beneficial to somebody? What's that? Sure, yeah, inviting them to open houses, inviting them to any kind of an event, inviting to a client appreciation event. Yeah. Anything else?
Literally this listing that I'm texting about right now, I got on a neighborhood chat with someone I met at the airport in Harrisburg and have just shared things about what's going on in the area, invited people to events, and not a lot of people have like shown up and or engaged with what I've been talking about, but she reached out to me because I've been sharing like just valuable stuff with this group chat. So like
Yeah.
anything pertinent about like what's going on in the area.
Yeah, market
Like,
statistics,
yeah.
any kind of events going on in the
Yeah,
area, just
yeah.
in general.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
love to show up and go like things that are happening
Yeah,
to
for
get
sure.
connected to their area. So
And it helps you look like a, like the area expert, right? Like a local, and that you are a local resource. So the cool thing is whenever you can start having conversations with people that make them feel like, I don't necessarily have to be transacting with Jade, with Tatiana, with Javon, for me to reach out to them and to look at them as some kind of a resource, some kind of role. Just ask questions, right? We want our database, we want everybody to ask us questions. This is what we do.
Would you use a tag, for like a reminder to bring something to settlement? Would you use a tag for that?
I would use
Would you
that,
call that?
I would use a task.
Okay.
And we'll actually go over that next. So, but no, that's a great question. I guess maybe there's a way you could do something with a tag just as far as like what you're going to be bringing, or maybe you could use your tags to figure out what you want to bring to settlement as far as like if it's like a closing gift or something like that. Like, hey, this person loves wine, this person loves bourbon, maybe I'm gonna stop by, get a local, get something from Nisley Vineyards, get something from, Springgate or whatever, right?
Tag the place you order flowers from or something like
Yeah,
that.
sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
good idea.
So 80% of sellers contacted only one agent before finding the agent they worked with to sell their home. 43% of buyers worked with an agent that was referred to, actually, here, you know what, let me go. So 80% of sellers contacted only one agent before finding the agent they worked with to sell their home. 74% of buyers contacted only one agent before finding the agent they worked with to find their home. So what does that tell us?
First
What-
one wins.
First one wins.
I would say that you need to have more follow-up with your, client that you hit and keep in touch with them, because they're gonna forget about who they were. And
Sure, yeah.
Go with someone else.
Yeah,
I mean,
but with this, it's,
I mean, that's
person who
what
can get
this
to
is
the-
telling me, that there's not that follow-up, keep in touch. You're working with them one time, but you don't have a database to keep reaching out to remind them.
well, sure. But, so for this part right here, over on this left side, so if 80% of people are working with the very first person that reaches out to them, I mean, obviously creates a little bit of urgency on our end then, right?
Yep.
Be the first one in the know. So,
Oh, yes.
goes then over to 43% of buyers worked with an agent that was referred to them by a friend, neighbor, or relative. 66% of sellers worked with an agent that was referred to them by a friend, neighbor, or relative. So what does that say about people who know, like, and trust us, or our relationship with, people who have some kind of credibility, right? Have some credibility with their database. So mind share becomes market share. We need people first to think of us as their agent, and then we actually, right? So, valuable touches. Build relationships one step at a time. The goal is to build relationships now so that when people need a real estate agent in the future, they already know and trust you. So, let me think. Trying to, who has an active client right now? Who has somebody under buyer's agency or somebody that they have a listing contract with at the moment?
I'm sending out to buyer agencies.
So, Tatiana, who do you got?
A listing and a buyer. My listing is coming up at the end of April, but that's because she was expected to do it sooner. But she had a surgery that had come up, so recently I reached out to her and asked her how she was doing, getting ready for her surgery and everything like that. So I just reached out just to see how it was going as far as her health.
So how do you know her?
I met her at work a year ago. We worked at Hershey Hotel. She wasn't listing her house or anything like that. Once I found out that she did own it, I gave her like an equity report, to show her what she made in her property over time since owning it, and kind of just kept her in my, rotation of touches to like stay on top of mind with her. And she recently reached out to me and was like, hey, you still interested in listing my house? I'm thinking about moving down south with my family and stuff.
So you did something that made her kind of think of you as her agent, since you're already providing her with resources, you're providing her with information, you're providing her with value,
Right.
and now you're becoming it, right?
Right.
Javon, you said you had somebody?
Yes, I have a buyer, and I should be signing the seller in the next day or so.
How'd you meet those people?
My buyer was actually through my sphere of influence. So a friend suggested me to them. We went and had a buyer's, like, straight up had a first buyer's consult
Okay.
at the Starbucks up here.
Very nice.
And yeah, she signed with me without too much like
Yeah.
questions or anything at all. So
Yeah,
I,
man.
How long did you know her?
for how long did I know my buyer?
Yeah. How long have you known
For
her?
the time that I met her at Starbucks.
Okay.
A
But she was
friend
from your.
referred.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
friend
a
referred.
friend. I knew
Okay.
my friend. The referral
Okay.
came from my friend. I've known her for 15 years.
Okay. So you obviously, that person knew, liked, and trust you, and they had.
And they knew that I became an agent recently,
Yep.
so.
So you were top of mind,
Mhm.
as far as an agent goes.
Yeah.
Right. And then that person had some kind of credibility with this person that you're.
Yeah,
that you've
like
got contracts with.
they know each other because she owns a gym,
Mhm.
and they know each other through that. My friend that went to the gym that
Nice.
Sarah owns, and yeah, I guess they got to talk. She got to my name there, just set up a meeting, sent some information over to. Yeah.
Nice. Almost like the business is built on relationships, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
want
crazy?
to talk about the
Almost.
buyer that I have right
Yeah,
now. 'Cause
almost.
This was different, but the buyer, I have a referral that's for a buyer. The agent reached out to me through Command, so this can happen to any one of us. A random KW agent can find you on Command and reach out to you to ask you if you want to accept a referral for their client if they know that you're working in a market where their client is looking. So someone reached out to me about someone in Harrisburg. She used to be a KW agent, but she's not in PA anymore.
Mhm.
So she's in North Carolina, so her clients live up here and they're looking for a house. And we set up a whole buyer consult, and I ended up getting them under agency, but this is my first time doing a buyer consult with the referral agent on the Zoom meeting with us.
Okay.
So it was like kind of like I was being watched, but also like I wasn't scared. I wasn't worried about it. But we did a whole thing, and then after that, she reached out to me and she was just like, "That was a really great buyer consult." And I was just like, "Hey, can you give me feedback?" Like, because that was my first time doing it with another agent on watching me and like keeping track of what was going on. But she was like, "No, you did great. You asked every question that I would have asked, and
Sure.
you even engaged and built like a relationship getting started." But she gave me a lot of great feedback, so that was nice. But
Good.
yeah, that can happen to any one of us. Someone can reach out to you random man for a referral, so be prepared.
We can send them to.
Yes, you
Yep.
can send them as well.
I'm actively working in Florida for my in-laws.
Oh yeah. Where at in Florida?
Venice. She and Venera. They can go down 30 years.
Oh yeah.
They can't go to Minnesota South.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine,
So-
I'll take the 25%.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you
you
very
go.
much. On the $300,000 sale, yes.
Right.
Nice, how to make the.
So, the staircase of perceived value. So, does anybody in here feel like you're not in sales?
I don't feel like I'm a salesperson. I really truly do. I understand that my job is sales, but I don't treat it as sales. I treat it as,
I don't feel like I have a product or something that I'm
Right.
trying to get you to buy or sell in a way that benefits whatever company
Yeah.
or car manufacturer.
Okay.
I don't really look at it that way either, because I'm not knocking on doors saying, "Hey, you want me to sell your house?" I'm knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Tell me what's going on in the neighborhood. What do you like most about it?" Trying to
Developing a
connect with people.
relationship,
Yeah.
so I don't think of it as salesy in that
Okay.
context.
So let me ask you then, what is a salesperson? What's a salesperson, Steph?
well, when I think of a salesperson, I think of a used car salesman. Because
That's
the stigma.
That's the stigma,
that-
yeah.
That we've always had,
Yep.
right? Or an insurance. somebody that's trying to sell me life insurance.
Yeah.
To me, those are simple.
Yeah, I'm gonna buck this just a little bit.
Okay.
So you have a negative opinion kind of what a salesperson is. So is it somebody who tries to get somebody to make a decision against their
That's judgment.
against their better, like,
They don't care about the sale or not, like,
Yeah, it's
they
like
just wanna get the
AT&T.
Right,
money.
they're
Upselling.
uninvested, they
Yeah.
don't care, they just wanna slap a sticker on it, sign some document,
Yeah.
in my,
sure. So
I had upsell jobs before where,
So, as somebody who has been in sales since 2012, as soon as I got out of high school, can I ask, true or false? Whenever we have a house on the market, are we trying to sell it to the general public? We trying to sell a showing, get somebody to actually say, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor, I want to set up a showing to go see 123 Main Street." Is that fair? Are we trying to sell ourselves, our expertise, our marketing plan, some kind of value to the people that are going to potentially be using us as either a buyer's agent or a listing agent?
I wouldn't say I'm trying to sell, I would say I'm trying to attract interest.
right, because you're promoting a product that people already want. So it's just the way that
It's
you're.
Do salespeople not promote the products that people want?
Like vacuums?
I get it.
I
We
I
are
guess that's what I
sales-
mean, yes.
We are salespeople.
Have you ever gone out onto a car? So talking about car lots, have you ever been on a car lot and tried to buy a car from somebody?
I've been harassed on the car lot.
Did you try and buy a car?
I didn't go there for the car.
You went to a car lot
I
for
might
a
have
reason
went there
other
with,
than to
I
buy
might
a
have went there
car?
with somebody else and somebody tried to convince me to buy a car that I didn't. Like,
Was that person was that a salesperson?
that was a
To
salesperson.
you? Was that like a good salesperson?
I feel like he was harassing.
Right, so probably not a
So
good
you're saying,
salesperson.
so you're
So
making
there's-
the idea of good, that you're just being a good salesperson.
So there's people who I think do this right, and then people who do this wrong. I don't think that I don't necessarily think, to me, salesperson doesn't necessarily have a bad connotation as long as that person is not trying to get you to do something that's not in your best interest, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, whenever we're calling expireds, FISBOs, whenever we're talking to somebody who's like, I don't know if now's a good time to buy or now's a good time to sell, maybe it's not. And at that point, we don't necessarily need to get somebody to do what's not in their best interest. Because at the end of the day, it's about them. It's not about us, it's not about the check. If you think it's all about the check, you've lost the plot, right?
Yep.
At the end of the day, we're here to help people, we're here to serve people. Those poor salespeople are the same people who ended up getting us in this mess of people looking at realtors like we're some sleazeball salesman, right?
Right.
Like we're used car salesmen.
Right.
Instead of we're half the time we're accountants, half the time we act as therapists, half the time wizards, yeah, sorcerers.
Seriously.
But for real though, right?
For real.
I mean, at the end of the day, to me, a salesperson can either be good or can be bad, just like anybody else. But we are in the business of selling. If nothing else, we're in the business of selling ourselves and our services, our packet of services.
I just actually had this conversation with the car salesman yesterday.
Yeah, tell
I
me
did.
about this. What do you got?
We were talking and I told him, I said, I'm not a salesperson. I said, houses sell themselves. Because people are either gonna like it or they're not. And I said, I don't ever try to talk someone into a house that they just do not want, even though
No, that'd be insane. That would be
Yes.
like,
And I said, I sell myself. I try to get people to warm up to me and to trust me. That is my job.
so if you sell, are you a salesperson? Does a salesperson sell?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so sometimes you try and sell yourself.
Yeah,
Try and sell yourself to clients.
Yeah.
Try and sell your know-how.
right. What
And
I do.
maybe
my
try and sell that you're the
expertise.
right person for them.
Yes, that's what I do.
So it's just my thought process.
done.
Maybe I'm wrong. No, maybe I'm wrong.
Fair
But-
enough, well done, I like the fair enough shit, thank you.
But I don't do it in a forceful way, I just tell them my experience
Sure.
and how I handle people and all that, you
I-
know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't
I
make
would
them
just
feel
say that,
uncomfortable or put them on the spot.
of course. I would just say that I don't think a salesperson necessarily has to be a person. I think
No.
I think the best
No.
salespeople are the people who act as trusted advisors.
Right.
I think at the end of the day, we're still salespeople.
I'm looking to
We're
help
still in
them.
sales.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is a lead generation business, and you're not gonna be generating a ton of leads if you
No.
don't have some kind of level of sales skill.
And I told him,
True or
Our
false?
test says salesperson, but then we take it to the next level and we got the whole realtor factor. So where we're going through the guard, we have to learn the ethics and all that side of it. So I feel like
Are all
a lot of-
salespeople unethical?
a lot of salespeople don't have that ethics training that we have.
Does that make you not a salesperson then?
I'm not a salesperson. I'm attracting interest.
in a way, we're salespeople.
We are salespeople.
We're
at the end
not
of the
car
day.
salespeople.
Innately, we are salespeople, whether we're selling
We're not.
ourselves, selling a house.
They'll tell you anything.
It's just
But
it's just a
I think-
contradiction to everything that
It
we
is.
usually hear.
I'm an
It's like, yeah,
educator.
you're not a
I'm a
salesman,
motivator. I'm not a seller.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to hold anything to somebody's head.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that sales comes in a lot of different shapes, forms, and fashions.
Yep.
I think sales can be attracting business. I think the best salespeople attract business because they exude the confidence. They exude the expertise. They exude this feeling of, hey, if you talk to me, like I know that right now you're worried, man, I got to get this house sold. My finances are crazy. This is crazy. That's crazy. How am I going to get this house sold? And then in their darkest time, Tatiana comes along and is like, hey, it's going to be all right because I'm now.
Yep, absolutely.
What better way to feel like a freaking superhero, right? But I'm going to exude this because I can sell your house. I'm going to sell your junk smash.
I'm gonna list
I'm
your
just
house.
saying.
I'm not gonna sell your house. Your house is gonna sell itself because of all the beautiful things that you like about your house.
Hey, Andrew, I might have
That sounds a
something
little
helpful to
salesy.
add.
What's that?
I said I might have something helpful to add.
Sure. And this is an open discussion.
So my brother-in-law trying to find a job for a long time, and I found him like a contact at a home exterior renovation company that does door-to-door sales. And we were talking about it. He's like, I feel really gross about being a salesperson. And I was like, what do you think I do? And he was like, well, you're not like a salesy salesperson. He was like, and I don't want to like grift people into like doing something they don't want to do. And I said, well, let me present this to you is that like people are going to get renovations on their homes no matter what. People are going to buy and sell homes no matter what. If you think that you are a trusted advisor, that you are ethical, that you do a good job, it is actually like your moral obligation to make sure that you let as many people know that you are the best person for that job as possible. Because if you don't do that, then some grifty salesperson is going to step in and take advantage of people. So,
And how do you do that?
but
With sales
like
skill.
with sales skill, by like you said, lead generation, by doing
By
all the
talking to
things,
people.
talking to people, getting in front of people, doing all the things we're doing.
Having genuine conversations.
Yes, and it's one of those things of like, because I've been in sales, I was in medical sales before I was in this, and I have no issue with being labeled as a salesperson because I know that I'm the best person to be doing this job. I know that I'm going to do the most ethical and complete and excellent job for the people that I work with. So I have no problem if people want to use the term salesperson with me because that's what I am, but I'm the best at what I do. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Can I ask y'all a question, just vulnerability time for a moment? Is there anybody here who doesn't feel like they could do a good job for a client, or that they wouldn't figure it out, even if you don't exactly know everything that you feel like you should know right now? Is it fair to say that you're all going to figure it out? You're all going to find somebody who can give you a hand. You're all going to find somebody who can give you good advice, who can kind of take you down the right path to do what's best for your client?
No.
You don't feel like that?
No, you said, is there anyone that feels that they couldn't?
So you feel like you could?
I think
Okay.
you know what gets me?
What do you
I've
got?
had flyers printed out for 2 weeks and I can't get myself to. I was talking to, I don't know if she's here, Liz, but trying to find like a neighborhood, what's the right neighborhood, and I've been like dwelling in this for a week and a half. of getting out and knocking on the right neighborhood doors. Am I looking for somewhere where a house just sold? Am I looking for places? I don't, you know, I overthink things to the point where I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like that analysis paralysis, right?
And then I have another job, so I find myself like,
Well, what's your client's focus? Is your client's focus a good neighborhood, a certain neighborhood? Or is their focus on
I don't have any clients.
We'll go into that. We'll go into that later.
Would you say my client focus?
Michelle,
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
we'll definitely talk about that because
Yeah.
again, 3.5 years dual career. I hear you. Also somebody who does so much research. I get myself stuck on different things. Well, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know 100% of this, so maybe I just shouldn't even take
Yeah,
action.
so many different
And-
ideas that I do
Yep.
nothing.
There's so much.
I might make a post here and there.
Bless you, bless
Yeah,
you.
bless you. Yeah.
We'll definitely go over some of that.
Yeah,
So I guess my whole thing is, and again,
right.
before we went off on my diatribe here,
Yes, he does.
but I like having these kind of conversations because I don't think that this has to necessarily have a negative connotation.
Right.
So, salesperson, like above salesperson is a nice person. There's no saying that. People can't be nice. Goodness gracious. I'm just saying, but so salesperson, they say transactional, functionary, self-interested. So this is like the basic level of what people look at you as a service advisor. A nice person, so you have some rapport, you're likable, you're nice, you're friendly, that's great. Is it always the nice, friendly person who ends up getting the listing or getting the buyer? Nope, absolutely not. It's awesome. You can like somebody, you can love somebody. I mean, how often do you guys hear about, and maybe it's happened to you, I know a lot of the people in this room have been in the business for somewhat of a short time, but have you ever heard about somebody, I mean, goodness, I had just gotten licensed, and vulnerability moment here. So I had just gotten licensed. My parents, whenever I was young, grew up in trailers in Perry County. Super fun. So that lets you know that there's a little extra level of like, oh gosh, no. But trailers. Then we ended up getting a house in Elliotsburg, and then my parents got divorced. We moved to Section 8 housing. My mom was a young mom. Stepdad was young, and they kept, but they kept at their jobs, kept working, and getting promoted. So the houses just kept getting just a little bit bigger. And by the time my little brother, who is 20 right now, was in his teens, they had a nice house that they built on an attorney named Rich Angino. You ever heard of Angino and Robner?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. So Rich Angino had some land over off of Wardsville, and they bought this piece of land, built a nice big house on it. Back in end of 2021 is whenever it sold. So State Senator Tom Mahaffey, anybody ever heard of him? No? Fair enough. So his wife, Linda, was our realtor. I had just gotten licensed, and my mom told me, Andrew, I don't want to necessarily use you to sell our house here right now. Keep in mind, this was like, they sold it for, I think, just shy of $900,000 at that point. Yeah. We don't want to use you. It wasn't necessarily because of me, but she had told Linda that, and love Linda. Linda's a sweetheart. But she had told Linda, she's like, Andrew, I promised that if we were to ever sell this house, I promised Linda that she could sell it. And I was like, I don't care about your promise. I don't care. That means nothing to me. And then she had the gall to be like, Andrew, do you know how long I've known Linda? For like 10 to 15 years or something like that. I said, woman, I won't say what I said. But it was effectively, I've known you my entire life. This is messed up. So, like I twitch sometimes, like whenever I rethink of that story, it just like it hits a little bit and I need to take a minute to recover. But, yeah, so it's not always that the person who is liked the most. Now, do I think that my mom likes or loves me more than Linda Mahaffey? God, I sure as hell hope so.
But it's funny, they do base it on knowledge, because my in-law, when I first got licensed, and he has like a $700,000 house.
Yep.
And he was like, well, I don't know if I put my house on the market, because, you know, they're older.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I do yet. I want to wait till you get a few houses under your belt. And I'm like,
Yep.
You know what you
I got
say
your grandkids you were taking care of. Like, help me out.
I'm like, yours,
I would do a CMA, like,
get it
do a
going.
CMA and go to their house, just knock on their door.
Yeah. So even necessarily, and you're absolutely right on the knowledge thing, but I almost feel like it's even more than knowledge, it's trust.
Yeah.
It's, do I trust that you're going to get me the result that I'm looking for? At the end of the day, can you get me, is it the highest price? Is it the selling the house the fastest? And as we start to go up, so trusted advisor is the one that, you know, people go with. Obviously, that's what we all want to be looked at as. What do you got, Javon?
No, I was gonna say, does that mean then that? Does that mean then that your sellers are always just thinking about what's the highest price it's gonna be? Because basically, if they're not, or they think that the experience is gonna get them the higher price point that they are thinking of too, because no matter what, you're gonna talk to an agent, they're gonna be like, oh, $400,000 for that house? Ridiculous. Let's,
So no. So I've beaten out the amount of times. I've beaten out more experienced agents, and it's not necessarily just because of them trusting you to get the result that they want. It's them trusting you. How do I want to say this? You ever hear the old saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care?
Yes.
Anybody feel like that's kind of true? Like you've
Yeah,
heard that,
if
right?
you have a true understanding of their goals and what they're trying to do, because not everybody's trying to sell for that aim high price. Some people are just trying to get it sold fast. Some people
Right.
are trying to get the top dollar. Some people are just trying to get on to the next shop
Right.
and ready to be done with it. So it just depends on what their motivation is.
So sometimes I just want to trust that, A, you have my best interest at heart, but I want to trust that you get me, you get where I'm coming from, you get my feelings. A lot of the time, these transactions, goodness, if you've ever worked with horses, like the amount of emotion that's in that, fair to say there's a decent amount of emotions in people who are going through foreclosure stuff.
Fair amount, yeah.
Fair amount. Sometimes people sleep out in a back alleyway,
In
back
Lincoln.
behind the house that they were trying to. They
After
just
it's sold.
After it's sold.
And closed.
And closed. Goodness.
Wow. Yeah, let me tell you. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel about what real estate is.
Yeah, right.
Do a podcast.
So you're telling me it's not all
Not all
like
sunshine and roses.
pantsuits and sipping on a Starbucks coffee and
No, it's painting.
realtor girly just did 2 showings.
I do all of that, but I was
Moving out
in
the
the
day
closet
of
the other
closing.
day having a meltdown. So yeah, no.
It's funny how sometimes we don't show that though, right?
No, I put that out there.
Whoop, I'm not saying you,
No.
but
I showed it.
do you see a lot of that on social media, or do you see
No.
more of the?
No, I see more.
No,
of
I
the
got
images
everything
there.
under control. It's all good. Real life doesn't happen. I'm exempt from it.
No, I'm not.
So going up to knowledgeable person, so expert, resourceful. Is that person actually going to share that knowledge with me? That helpful person? Are they a consultant? Are they an advisor? To trusted advisor. Now we have some rapport. I think that you're likable. You're friendly. I believe that you're an expert. I trust that you're going to be resourceful enough to help me out if something kind of crazy ends up happening. If you got a little bit of experience under your belt. If some kind of weird goofiness ends up happening, do you know the people to turn to get some kind of advice? Consult with me, and then just that you're an actual fiduciary, and that you're ethical by making TCPA compliant calls.
Calls.
There you go.
It's like a plug.
Yeah, right. So, building connection and trust. So, email, probably not a lot there. Not a lot of emotion typically that you're able to convey. I mean, I guess you could, but in a professional way. Snail mail,
What is that, like newsletter?
like regular mail.
Yeah.
Like
So direct mailers.
stamps, yeah.
US.
US, yeah, there you go. social media, text messages. So text messages that are just, I mean, obviously it's like direct messages, really, I would say, just, you know, whatever app. Voice to voice. And this is also the easiest way for people to not misconstrue what you're saying. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Whenever you can see somebody face to face, you can hear the inflection in their voice, which you can't do over email. You can't necessarily do. How many of us have actually read a text or read an email and it was completely, or maybe we've sent one and it was misconstrued? We all like, yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. That half of the room, you don't have to raise your hand. Although I know that you don't have.
You know, it's all about comma placement.
Yeah, it's all about
Comma placement?
Yeah.
Or the person's attitude for the day, cause like yours, cause your perception, like if you're having a bad day, you may not have.
What do you mean by hello?
Right, like maybe you
What do
wouldn't
you
have read
mean?
it that way if you weren't going through what you were going through, but.
Yeah. Oh, autocorrect is rough.
If you don't look it over again.
That's right. But voice to voice, whenever somebody's actually on the phone, which tends to typically be my preferred method of communication. I mean, obviously text messages and all the other stuff has its place, but voice to voice, if I can't be in front of you. So the cool thing is face to face, I can see your body language. I can see anytime you look like you want to roll your eyes, anytime you yawn at what I'm saying. This is awesome because everybody who's in here, I get to see which one of you guys are actually looking up at me, which one of you guys, if anybody's texting, I get to see like who actually is paying attention. It's awesome.
Face to face is like, lie to me now.
What's that?
Face to face is like, lie to me now, go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me all that stuff you were saying on the phone.
There you go. So tasks. So like we were saying about bringing something to closing. So our specific actionable items that need to be completed in the real estate process, used to ensure timely TCPA compliant communication with leads and contacts to stay top of mind. Systematize follow-up by reminding you what to do and when to do it across your entire business. Improve conversion by enabling consistent nurturing. Segment your efforts so you can prioritize high-value contacts. And Tatiana, can you read number 6, please? Wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Me neither, because I was
Sorry,
going to read
sorry.
it.
See, it's nice though that you we're in person and you can see me stare at that.
Okay.
How about that?
So, Tat and Tati.
We'll figure it
Okay.
out. So Miller's Law basically just says that, and I don't know why it's written like that, but Miller's Law is that more or less that your contacts, really anybody, can have somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 9 things on their mind at any one time, or people. So we think about, well, but this person knows that I'm a realtor, and this person, this person should naturally use me, right? Whenever they have a real estate need that comes up. But a lot of the time, they're not thinking anything about us. We're not top of mind. So you have 5 to 9 things in working memory. So staying top of mind like that with our follow-up, like you mentioned. So activity, add a task in command. Add a birthday call task to the 5 contacts added earlier. If you don't have 5 contacts, we'll do it with 1. Especially, I would all recommend that if you don't have yourself, Steph, maybe you tell them to do this in launch, but add yourself as a contact in command.
Nope, I don't do that, but I love that.
I like seeing how that stuff works when I'm sending emails to people from command and stuff, just because you don't see it,
Yeah,
you don't know how it looks. When
Right.
I
see it.
am.
I want to see how it comes back to me. I want to
Yeah.
see if I look like an idiot or if there's a problem in
It
something
makes
I
sense,
set up.
like how do you access the information that I sent you?
Right, I mean, I am in there, but I didn't
Yeah.
intentionally do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will start to recommend.
What? I think old school, like they used to tell us to put in Mickey Mouse.
Yes,
Or
and
something
that's
like
what
that,
we do.
yeah.
It's Mickey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I've got Mickey all and Minnie and all these because I
Whatever other characters.
do it in launch.
Yeah.
So I like to create things on development.
Now, if you did end up getting a contact from the past few days, I'm assuming that that contact is a new contact. I imagine you probably didn't ask for birthday. So again, feel free to just put yourself in. I assume you know your birthday. If you don't, we'll probably have bigger fish to fry with you. So. Sorry. Is there anybody who's having trouble?
I'm not sure, because I don't know what I'm doing. I could be doing it right, or I could be doing it not right.
Once you get into the contacts that you created, the easiest thing, I assume, would go to edit, because that's where, you're doing a task to.
Yep.
So just go into it and then over on the left you have tasks.
Yeah, you can create a task.
Or over on the right. You can do that without having to.
Other than my computer.
Okay.
It's in the car. I'm on command on my phone,
I gotcha.
not texting.
Jalen, you got a task set up? Your birthday call to yourself?
I'll definitely call myself.
When's your birthday? I'm gonna check in with you and make sure you call it yourself.
October 11th.
Okay, so we got some time. Think I'm gonna forget? I never
No,
forget, Jalen.
October 11th. Like Parent Trap.
So just putting the birthday out there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, what's that?
Just putting the birthday out there will automatically set the birthday come up. You have to actually set.
It'll set
Oh, okay.
a notification on your command.
It shows up, tasks show up on your discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm doing something different than just adding a birthday. I'm also going under tasks. It's like an auto call or text.
Yeah, it just put you'll just put a note in. So you're under tasks right now?
Yeah, I just physically put in my friend's birthday and.
Yeah, so it'll give you the date, obviously, to do it, and you just label it, call so and so, and wish them happy birthday.
Wouldn't it just be adding an activity?
I mean, I guess you could just add it as a task. It'll still come up as an activity that you completed an activity. The activity is, hey, I just did this. Typically, your activities are what you're doing today. One of your activities could be a task.
That makes sense. I physically go in and take them.
Yeah. Take another quick minute. What's that? Taking a nap? No, I wasn't saying we're taking a nap, but if you know.
I'm too excited about that.
And then once you're done, if you want to go ahead and take 5 minutes, we'll come back in just a moment.
Yeah.
I'll see you back here at, we'll say 12:15.
You've got it.
make a quick call to the people for Fall Blast. I didn't listen to your message. I just tried to call you back. You didn't talk. Yeah, they're a case. Right. Okay. Right. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. I just was hoping that somebody. Okay. Something on its head, making sure it's dead. I did my best. All right. It's 12:15. We'll give just another minute for some people to come back in. So just going through some of this here, guys, I think it would probably be best that you add yourself as a contact. We do all know how to add contacts, right?
I added myself and now it can't find me.
Make sure that you're under, whenever you use a contact, make sure you're under momentum and not personal. And not personal, remember? No.
He uploaded all mine.
He did? Well, it's easy enough to change.
Well, I was just gonna say, when I'm working on contract.
Oh.
Well,
So you put yourself in momentum the right way, and then,
oh,
so you're in momentum, but your other stuff
Yes.
is where it's not, yeah. Yeah.
that's why it was flagging my email.
All right. We all have ourselves?
Yes.
Awesome.
What is my lead source? To myself.
And I think I'm going to be able to get a command on my phone.
What's that?
I'll be able to get a command on my phone.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, all right, to go over smart plans. Smart plans are a time-saving leverage to ensure that the agent stays in touch, provides value, and has mindshare for those in their database. Smart plans are a coordinated series of marketing and communication activities designed to achieve a specific goal. Built around a sequence of touches and tasks, smart plans can go so far as to automate sending emails and more. Jalen, can you read 4 and 5 for me, please?
Script email campaigns to nurture leads, postcard mailings to target neighbors, or social media campaigns to promote open houses can all be accomplished with smart plans. Compliance tip: if anyone asks not to be contacted, make sure you remove that person from any smart plans you are using.
Thank you, Jalen. TCPA compliant calls. All right, so task versus smart plan. Want to read task for me? Project task for me. Yep, these 4 bullet points.
All right. A single specific action or reminder that you create to manage your daily activities, the associated context, activities, gain, include details like descriptions, due date, priority level, and effectiveness. Manually created and completed. They do not have automated sequences.
Awesome. So no automated sequences or triggers. So some of those triggers are basically just what's going to kick off the actual follow-up or the touch in the smart plan. So it could be a date, like there might be a smart plan that says, hey, whenever it's this date, go in and text that person happy birthday. I talked to realtors who have had a command to text somebody happy birthday on their behalf, and they text back, oh, hey, thanks, Jason. I appreciate you reaching out. There was a guy named Jason Bytop. He's like, I didn't even know what he was reaching out about. And he's like, I went into command and was like, oh, okay, it's his birthday. Awesome. So I gave him a call, which is nice. You want to go ahead and read the smart plan for me? Yep.
Okay. An automated workflow designed to manage multiple steps over time can include actions like reminders for calls, automated communications, or added context to other smart plans. Can be customized, scheduled, and set to repeat. Allow for triggers like auto enrollment based on tasks, designed for automation and scalability, ideal for managing ongoing communication and follow-up.
So an example of a task is just that you put in there, follow up with Jose to set a time to meet his contractor. An example of a smart plan is the home anniversary smart plan. So, I know that you bought your house on July 14th. So every July 14th, it's just going to say, hey, happy home anniversary, and reach out for some kind of a, is there anything that, I could do to help? Is there, there's a couple of different ones that are in there. There's probably thousands of smart plans that are uploaded in command. You can create a smart plan that you want to have set up for specific triggers, so you can go in there and you can publish it so that other people can use your smart plan. So frequently used command smart plans are home anniversary, long-term worker, so maybe it's just, maybe it's over the course of a year. I know that I'm going to be reaching out to this person maybe once or twice a month. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Your 8x8s are typically a pretty frequent smart plan that you'll use for somebody who's more or less brand new into your command. So it's 8 touches over 8 weeks. You'll hear 8x8 a lot of the time as well in like farming, like geographic farming. So you'll touch, an entire neighborhood maybe 8 times over 8 weeks. So you'll give them a call, hey, just, wanted to let you know about what was going on in the neighborhood, this or that. Maybe you'll send a postcard. Maybe you'll door knock, whatever it ends up being. And then there's the Promote My App, which just promotes your command app, and gets people to sign up on your, more or less, it ends up being more or less on your website. Do we teach any of these in lunch?
I go over them just
Okay.
very high level, yeah. I don't know any of that part.
Gotcha.
Just
Quarterly TCPA compliant calls. So the Breakthrough 120 Smart Plan that I found about an hour and a half ago with Robin, we couldn't find it for the longest time. But with some quarterly TCPA compliant calls, so it's for contacts, past clients, anybody that we want warm, or who is warm, any referral partners. Your bi-weekly neighborhood nurture. So it gives contacts information on their current and or goal neighborhood every 2 weeks. That was actually one of the first ones that I ever said you got, Jade.
I don't have anything, I'm just
Okay.
listening.
You held your, I wasn't
Sorry,
sure if it was
no,
like,
I have a weird thing, I rub my finger when I'm thinking.
Honestly, I'm just, it made me feel good to know that you're engaged.
Okay, yeah.
So it sends an automated email. It sends information about neighborhood market trends, statistics, and recent sales. So if I'm interested in Arcona, does everybody here know where Arcona is on the West Shore?
Yeah.
Charter neighborhood. Okay.
Yeah, I grew up right there when it was all cornfields and
Yeah.
sheep farms.
There you go. So if I have a client who's interested in Arcona, I can say, hey, any homes that are in Arcona here, basically let them know what's going on with Arcona. So activity, test drive the Breakthrough 120 Smart Plan. Add yourself. That's why it's good for you to have you in there. If not yourself, add Mickey Mouse, add whoever is in there that you can kind of use this as a test on. But add yourself to the Breakthrough 120 Smart Plan. Whenever you go, so you'll hit your contact, and you'll go in edit, and then you'll see Smart Plans. It's Smart Plans. And then you'll go in and you'll search for Breakthrough 120 whole database, I believe is what it actually comes up as. Yeah, Breakthrough 120 whole database.
You said once you hit edit, you'll see smart plan?
So when you hit edit on the contact, you should be able to see where it says smart plans, up kind of by where, I think it's right by where it says like tasks and all that.
Yeah.
That's correct, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that breakthrough is not coming through under search.
like those. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't coming through for me either. So if anybody has a problem with finding Breakthrough 120 whole database, let me know. We're gonna figure that out because it was bless you. Robin.
Yes.
Everybody here, unless I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody here is having a tough time finding Breakthrough 120 whole database. Is that something potentially get with Brandon one and just kind of have him do like a quick little hour database kind of thing?
I'll definitely make a note of that. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Sorry, yes. It's for some reason it's acting weird.
Quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't come.
Thank you, ma'am. It doesn't come up for you either, Steph?
Nope.
Do you have Command MC since you're on leadership? Okay.
Nope.
Um,
I don't want.
Yeah, no doubt.
What are you looking for?
Breakthrough 120 whole database. Yep, it's in the smart plans. It's not coming up.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you have it?
How did you search it?
That is it.
I just have the smart plans and then.
Oh, you
I'm
want to
on my own
search?
personal.
I couldn't find it,
that
no.
matters.
Like here, that search.
Deal with. Yeah, go ahead and try it. Breakthrough. Can you go back a second?
So you just like.
And back again into, basically into the contact. Yeah, yeah, so you'll go into contact. For Shane.
So then, when you were in there, you went to smart plan and then where?
Oh, you're in the momentum academy context. Okay. Yeah, that thing is how you guys have that set up.
Like download that, yeah.
So how do you,
Breakthrough 120, hold on.
Go ahead and just pick one of them.
thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, so click on the contact. Whoever you feel comfortable with.
What's it gonna do? Supervisor?
So, now go to smart plan. This is super weird. Yeah.
Oh, you have to download it. The breakthrough, you have to download it from the main.
Oh, okay.
Did you get it?
Thank you, Jamal. Okay. That makes sense.
Smart plans. And then if you just search Breakthrough 120 there, then it'll give you the actual download file that you can use.
Right there.
Download it, how do you get it to your specific person then? Because you download it, but it's not linked to a specific.
Should be in the library.
Yeah,
I went to Smart Plans and then I just like have my. You can try it.
yeah, maybe try that. Cause I didn't know until Monday that you guys even had like the thing.
Yeah.
So, yep, you should try library.
Yeah, it's in library. But I don't know why you don't have a library.
Why do I not have a library?
Are you in Momentum Academy?
Yeah.
Go try your first one.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
There you go.
There's my library.
There you go.
Thank you, I'm having a hard time with this. Let me see.
Don't do it through contacts, go to like the main, because you're.
Oh, I already have that. My library.
Main, we're looking at smart plans, action. Like,
Did you get it downloaded to your specific person then?
yeah, so can you access like all your contacts and your.
To get it to your, go to your smart plans.
Is that in your smart plans? Maybe, because it's hard, but do you have to be a contact that you went to?
Hello?
Yeah, no,
From the home, like, is there a scroll?
Click on that and then search your name and it'll let you add it to
Manage layouts, will that give you the option to see the smart plans?
I don't mean to reach out to you.
No, you're okay. Look at that. It right here, my personal, instead of.
I absolutely don't know how to do it through my phone.
Okay. That makes more sense, so I currently need
Create tasks
Like,
using
you
the command
can
app.
search later.
Oh,
Sorry.
Get into command.
Are you in the momentum or are you in your personal?
Personal.
And you went into library? Smart plans. Is it at least coming up with whole database? Okay, so then you probably already have it, is what we just saw with Tatiana.
Do you know how to access?
Whenever you go into the contact, try going into the contact.
Yeah, that's what I just did here. Like, let's say, I think I went to my, like here.
Do you know how to do it through the phone? That I absolutely don't.
Go back to your smart plan once.
Go ahead. It might say my breakthrough 120, just try and type in breakthrough.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And that's not.
Did you download it already?
No.
So go back. Okay, so go to your smart plan tab here once. On the left side. And then scroll down to the bottom, and it should be somewhere down there if it's already downloaded. Go, like X out of these to bring your screen out. X out of the two blue ones. And then scroll down and look for it there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
So then it didn't download. Can you go, you don't have a momentum?
Can you go back to
Oh, no,
library?
yeah, I do have momentum. But it's breakthrough. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, but why? It won't let me.
But it's not gonna let you download it? So we're not. Okay. I know that the one at the holiday.
Yeah, okay.
Try that.
Is that the same one? Whole data is.
Try it.
Let's see. There, I got it.
So then when you click on it now, you have it to your contact. Click like your add contact. Yep. Middle century, you're gonna have it.
So,
You just search up.
I figured out how to like add the smart plan, but the smart plan is not coming up on.
Like whenever you go
I'm
under
trying to
contact.
pull it up still on my phone here.
Add to smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why?
Got it, Michelle.
Yep, I got
Okay.
it. Thanks.
So
Awesome.
once
Thank you,
we
guys.
get out of momentum, will everything transfer over to our regular name then that we did all in? Oh, well.
I was gonna say, that's a great question.
Because I was like, I don't want to do all this and then have to.
Right.
No, like I can add, like I can try to add the smart plan, but my email. These are the only smart plans that I have. So when I look at or even my breakthrough, I can use it up some. Like
Did you already download it?
a smart plan?
Yeah.
No, how do I do that?
So if you go out to, you mind if I say this? Thank you. So if you go. You're not able to download the smart plans. Maybe you can't.
Yeah, like.
I'm thinking you might not be able to do it on, right. Basically, you'll go in, you'll download the smart plan, and then you'll be able to add that smart plan to the contact from the.
Okay, I can do that.
I was gonna say, next time you have your laptop,
Yeah.
more than likely I'll be here.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Anybody still have trouble?
Yeah,
You are?
I can't even get in.
So I don't think that you can do it from your phone anyway.
Yes.
So I think I would recommend getting directly with Brandon. And I'll mention something to Brandon about
Okay.
trying to get.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course.
I know that he emailed him yesterday too, copied me.
Okay, perfect. Goodness, it will be. Make TCPA compliant calls to set up the neighborhood nurture. Use the neighborhood nurture dialog to call each person you added to command today. Add those who opt in to the Breakthrough 120 Smart Plan. Complete the reflection page. I don't know nothing about any of that. We're gonna move on.
It's a reflection page.
That's okay.
Oh, you got the reflection? Oh, okay. So all y'all have the reflection page. I just don't have. Cool. What is your what does the reflection page say?
It says like how many two-way conversations did you have? Did you discover anything relevant to their current or future real estate needs?
Oh, so it's asking you to make calls right now.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if it's asking you to make calls right now, we ain't got time for that. So we're gonna move on. What?
I just went to the holidays list. Why do we have a National Girlfriend's Day?
Well, so there's National Hug Day, National Fun at Work. It's sounding. I don't know about it.
You can make up a
You're
name,
not
whatever you really want to.
I like the pizza day.
Yeah, I mean, feels like that should be March 14th, but that's just me. It's Valentine's Day, Random Acts of Kindness Day. Oh God, Love Your Pet Day. Let's see, Employee Appreciation Day. The first Friday of March. Did you get anything from Becker?
First Friday of month.
First Friday of March is Employee Appreciation Day.
No, I did not.
All right, well, we're gonna have to call him out. Everybody, whenever you see Dave Becker,
Everybody add his birthday to your database.
Yeah.
With yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
2 days, yeah. Let's see. So, first day of spring, National Puppy Day. This is
So pie,
shenanigans.
314.
Yep. So set up your holiday task. Choose holidays that work for you. Set a task to remind you to start the plan 30 days before the holiday. So there should be a Breakthrough 120 Holiday Smart Plan.
Yes, hold on. So it only goes to the contacts that you set it up to?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to your little database. That's yours.
I
Super
was gonna say
customized.
you could set it to your whole.
I was like,
thing,
who
but
is it
it's-
gonna
Yeah, you
call?
Yeah.
Who's gonna call me?
So I trust that you guys all now know how to, since you just did the Breakthrough 120 home database, that we all know how to add the holiday tasks.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna end up having to go in for some of those holidays. So habit builder, time blocking for follow-up. So MREA will tell you, as will the one thing, both by Gary Keller. I'm just gonna say, no, but
Good call.
I said it anyway. I got it on the recording. Grandmaster Gary Keller.
There you go.
There we go.
That's better.
So yeah. So
Guru.
Guru
There you
Gary Keller. Yeah, so listen to the MREA and One Thing podcast. Basically, what they will all tell you is that you should probably do a lead follow-up in the morning, as that is when it's thought that you have the most energy and the most mental capacity for the rest of the day. I'm sure for some of us, that is probably whenever you have had your coffee. Don't do it before you've had your coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I've talked to some of you before you've had your coffee, and I won't be making that mistake again. So, what MREA energy plan? Spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, business. Okay. So for your role playing, just a little bit before we start making our calls, and then doing your lead generation. Obviously, again, adding tags, adding tasks, any kind of notes. You can add your calls as activity. And smart plans. And then, yeah, any lead follow-up. So, closing, review. So we learned how to bring value to those in our database by being sure we communicate useful and relevant information, care, and become their trusted advisor. Again, as you know your contacts, you're going to know what they actually care about. You're going to know how to bring them value. So it's up to each one of you guys. We've learned how to automate our follow-up with people in our CRM with tags, tasks, and smart plans. So, closing, learning application. So add your custom tags to command. Go back to your database spreadsheet to add tags, put them on Breakthrough 120 Smart Plan. Time blocking your lead generation. Does everybody feel like their best time to lead generate is in the morning?
Yeah.
You don't have to feel like it is, but if that's when it's good for you, some people are morning people. You know, some people are just, me personally, I like doing mine typically in the afternoon or like in the early evening because I like
I feel like I
sometimes
get more
getting
pickups
people.
that time.
I
After
do
like
as
work
well.
hours, yeah.
But I mean, the biggest agents, the Jeff Lovers of the world, they all make their calls in the morning. You know, so who am I to challenge the status quo? Time block your lead generation, lead follow-up, and role play in your calendar for the next month. Do all of us have a time in our calendar or in our week whenever we set up any kind of role play, especially before doing any kind of lead generation?
Yeah. You said role play?
The ambiance was nice. I appreciate the thought.
But it's also crunchy when you press it.
Every single, you know, it's like hisses too. It's all. What were we saying?
You said time block time for role play.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have time blocked off for role playing?
Yeah.
Who do you role play with?
There's a role play that I'm in. Zoom call 7 a.m.
With who? Who runs it?
There's other agents
Nice.
from around the country.
Whose is it?
It's a consulting, like it's basically like a coaching program.
Okay. Is it Keller Williams specific? Okay. That's why I was
Yeah.
just curious. Yeah, I mean, honestly, whatever works for you, whatever you feel like you're going to have better conversations or whatever makes you feel more prepared to get on the phone and actually talk to people, go. Continue reaching out to the people who know, like, and trust you. As we talked about earlier, that's where you're going to get your best leads from.
That's Facebook, Instagram, all of those people should be in your database, guys. Don't have their contact information, reach out and get it.
And that's the thing, building your database, whenever you're building your database, like I said, build it with as much information as you could possibly have. And be intentional about building. Be intentional about going out, having contacts, maybe make a referral program of people who are going to, you know, kind of recommend you. Now you can't obviously, you know, make that set on, you know, whenever business closes, but you can still love on the people who, you know, who talk about you. A lot of that, they call it your circle. People who actually refer you business. Get that circle expanded, get it tight. These are going to be the people who, whenever somebody posts something on Facebook about needing a realtor, they're tagging you. Those people, that's your circle. It could be past clients, it can be family, friends, all sorts of people. Maybe it's other business owners. Yvonne?
Can you offer them something? Like a referral? Can you offer something?
There-
You said a referral program.
There are things you can do. We'll go through it. Yeah, we'll go. You and I talk about it.
Okay.
If there's ever a question, contact your broker of record. In our case, it is Scott Gingrich.
Okay.
Has everybody met him? We talked about this last time.
Not yet.
If you have not met him, raise your hand.
Well, not personal.
You haven't met him?
Not personal.
Did you talk to him on the phone?
No.
Okay, so you didn't meet him at all.
He was at
The
the
party.
Red Bash,
Yep.
and then I emailed him.
Okay.
Back on that.
And if you called him right now, he would pick up the, that's who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he can't get to you immediately, he'll call you back and as soon as he can. He is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I don't know how he does it with this many agents.
Yeah, he's got like 400 some agents.
Yeah.
There's probably more people who should be calling him more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so continue reaching out to those people as far as what you can offer them. There's things, and again, it's not predicated on business that closes, but there's things you can do to love on people who keep you top of mind. Yeah. be ready to share your progress report at the beginning of our next session that you will have with Chris Rad. That's going to be super fun.
Oh, right.
Any ahas from this? Anything?
I didn't know much about smart plans, to be perfectly honest.
What's
So
that?
I didn't know much about smart plans, so I actually learned quite a bit.
Is there anybody who doesn't see value in smart plans? Like we all understand like what this can help us out with, right? And how I'm not saying set your business on autopilot, but it's kind of like having, I mean, it's kind of like having almost an assistant that
You do the work, but it tells you, it just reminds you to do the stuff that you need to do.
Reminds you to do the stuff. Sometimes it reaches out to people for you and, kind of tees you up, right? What do you got, Ryan?
Okay, so I just don't understand how I'm supposed to accomplish this. Majority of my good updated contacts are in Momentum. I don't have access to the break for Momentum. I already updated Robin. That was the issue.
Do you have anybody in your personal command? Because again, the whole
I don't
idea
have
of having
lot
a
of contacts,
momentum.
but the good ones that I have are Momentum side.
Okay.
So everything else, I have like 5 or 6, just very generic. Well, they're not calling the people generic. But
Yeah. No,
added a couple.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, there's a couple generics.
Well, let's see if we can get that fixed where you're able to get to it through Momentum.
Is everybody in here in Momentum outside of Tatiana?
I'm not. Yeah, I didn't know
Or it can Momentum considering also launch as well? Like
Yeah.
Momentum launch, Momentum.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Your-
else to do.
Yeah, 'cause we're all some Momentum until we get
I don't think
6
I am. I
days.
don't know if I am or not.
You talked to Sarah Kabatsky yet?
Not yet. I should talk to her. Yeah.
Did you
She
meet
transfer?
with?
Are you a transfer?
No.
You're a new agent?
No.
She was an agent
I'm
back.
leaving.
She was an agent back in the 90s. You got relicensed, right?
I did.
For
Yeah.
Keller Williams?
Yeah,
You should have been going through, you should be through.
If you
Well,
haven't
never
done,
mind. to a
I
thing.
did it. I did it in Lancaster.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
wait,
Oh,
with
okay.
Beth Perez?
No, it was, let me think.
How long ago was it?
It was 2018.
Okay, so that was long enough. Yes. So then yes, you should technically be with.
You're talking about coaching, right?
It's so like a productivity coaching.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you haven't done 6 transactions in what the last
Just a
year,
transaction.
Just 6 transactions in general.
I would recommend if you haven't done 6 transactions within the past like 3 years at
Oh,
least.
yeah.
You may want to say something to Michael, but more than likely you're probably going to be in with Steph. Steph's going to kind of show you she's going to help you with a lot of the very basic setup stuff. Some of your stuff with, like if there's anything with GHAR, any kind of.
It's just hard to get right now. Really hard.
Yeah. Well, I know you live in Juniata. Believe me, there's people who are coming from Shippensburg and stuff, and I know it's not always easy, but she's super flexible with
Okay.
you trying to work with me. I can tell you that.
We can do it in the digital training room. If you can't meet in person, we can just hop in there together and work on stuff through there. I can share my screen and show you how to do stuff.
That's where I'm going. Down there, putting phones and stuff. Because I don't know how it happened, because I had everything ready to do it, and I forgot to pick up my laptop and my new book and my.
It's all right. It happens. Jalen, Tatiana, obviously I know you guys are, and Ryan is. Yeah. Any other ahas? Anything for the good of the group?
I guess that I'm a salesperson, even if I don't want to be.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
We
just
are.
striving to be one of the better salespeople, with all the other good stuff.
Give it a better name.
Sales.
Trusted
A better name?
Be a salesperson that acts like a trusted. That's the highest level of salesperson.
I would
Is a
try
trusted
and
advisor.
considering myself to be a trusted advisor.
Okay.
And present yourself that way, then that's what you are. Right?
I'm your neighborhood realtor.
You're a trusted advisor who sells people on you, because you do a lot of training and you're here a lot. Do a lot of work to make yourself the best version of you possible. If there's anything that I'm saying that's wrong, let me know. But I see you here, and I know that you do it. And I'm
Yeah,
just gonna keep tilting my head.
listen. We were selling Girl Scout cookies, but that's as far as salesperson as I've been.
Yo, have you met some Girl Scouts? They are on that.
Yeah, my daughter would be in here and giving you all her information, all her QR codes and everything. Yeah.
We're one of those people.
Alright.
Don't see the hype.
Nobody else has anything.
Not that good. I don't see the hype.
Jalen's already halfway out the door.
Don't talk to me,
Wait, was that it? That was the deal breaker?
We're officially stopping the recording. Everybody make sure that you make TCPA compliant calls. I swear to God, if anybody starts making calls that's not TCPA compliant.
Real quick, before y'all go, I have a question. Who is doing this? Honestly, who is sitting down and making these phone calls?
Oh wait, I can tell you. I can tell you. Every time I leave this session, I'm so motivated to go lock myself in that conference room.
It's uncomfortable at first, but it works. Are you having success?
A lot of voicemails, unfortunately, at the moment. I think I
Do you
have
feel better after you've spent that time servicing your business? You feel like you're working,
My
right?
very first call was actually a pickup, and
I know, you told me.
I was so nervous.
Nobody ever picks up the
I
phone.
really sounded like I was about to cry. I went back, like, listen, I was just like, this is so embarrassing. By call 15, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I had the call.
And it's your business. You said it the way you want to,
So,
right?
yeah.
You service your business. But
But I
guys,
also,
this works.
I found
Don't
a
try and
script,
buck the system.
So,
And one thing, if they don't pick up, that doesn't mean you don't call again.
Right.
Keep calling.
But
Well, I was
don't
just gonna
buck
say,
this
what's
system.
the
Don't think you know better.
turnaround as far as like when you would recommend to do a follow-up if you did leave a voicemail or there was just no pickup period.
I don't know, when would you want it? 2
I
days?
don't know, I have like 600 people to get through.
Okay,
So
then
at the end of the
I'd
day,
be
like,
I
when-
Setting
probably
that-
after you
would
call
that
them all. So a lot of the time, and I think,
wait a month.
and I don't know if it's
Okay,
MREA
so
that
it's
recommends
planned.
to do this, but a lot of the time they'll say to reach out to 2 letters, pick 2 letters in your database. It's like A,
Oh, the A&W.
like A and K or something like that, and then it's do that to contact all of those people one day. The next day it's B and Q. I don't know, but yeah. So they say pick 2 letters out. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, definitely reach out to your whole database, I guess, before you go back and turn around.
Well, and that's kind of what I figured. I was spammy and I ended up doing like an email thing that was like happy emails full.
Yeah.
So,
I think right now, I think it's right around, like a lot of these major carriers, it's about 50 phone calls, somewhere in that general ballpark of how many people you can call a day without it being flagged. I think that's AT&T's, and there was one other one. So a lot of the time, people are getting these extra phone numbers from like Mojo or Red X. They're doing all of these different numbers. Mona actually had to go get her stuff unlocked because she was making too many calls and sending too many texts. We were so proud. But at the end of the day, you are in the lead generation business, and you don't have leads, you don't have business.
are you saying that my phone plan is unlimited and provide me for calls?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you make too many a day.
You'll come up.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It might not. It's not necessarily going to stop you from making calls, but it's going to start getting. Yeah.
No, we don't even teach that anymore.
No?
No.
I have so many texts going out that aren't even coming
You're
from my
really-
phone.
Yeah,
I
I
have
teach.
Julio.
I don't teach it.
No.
Oh, you told me I should.
It's alright, I'm not paying for it.
Just like you left last
I have
night.
like 2,000
That's
unused credits, so I can still.
You know what we're
Good, but
Yeah, I was in this business when they
That's a good way to not lock up my phone.
So-
technology.
Yeah.
They used to have those books.
Why aren't we doing this? Stuff in our heads?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
And then I started at the bottom and I worked my way up. I pick a street, talking of it.
So first of all, let me ask you, are you doing the event at the end of this month?
Yeah,
the
the way about it,
$50
see or anything like
The
that.
$50? So you
Yeah.
have the $1,000 cash.
Keller Williams got flagged.
Bless you.
Keller Williams got flagged.